In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to change default apps using Windows 8. Windows 8, like a lot of other operating systems, uses what's called default apps. And what this basically means, if you click on, say for instance, a website address like you see on my screen, it will use a default app to open up that actual web address. Or in this case, it will actually use a default browser. So if I go ahead and click on this address, as you can see, it is currently opened up in Internet Explorer. That is because currently Internet Explorer is the default app that has been assigned to open up web addresses. Or let me give you another example. Let's say for instance that you were looking at an email, and in that email there was a link to a photo, and when you clicked on that link, the photo would open up in a certain program. So whatever program that opens up that picture is the default app for photos. So how do you change default apps in Windows 8? In order for us to do this, we need to go ahead and utilize the Charms bar. I'm going to use the Windows key and C keyboard shortcut combination, and as you can see on the right hand side of my screen, you can see the Charms bar has opened up, and the bottommost charm is called Settings. Go ahead and click on this charm, and at the bottom of the screen you can see we have the option here to change PC settings, and that's exactly where I want to go. So go ahead and click on Change PC Settings, and currently we are in PC Settings. Now the actual setting we want to be in is Search and Apps. So when I click on this, again I see a whole other list of options here, and in this case I want to go ahead and select Defaults, which again allows me to choose my default apps. And as you can see, my default app for web browser is Internet Explorer. And we saw that earlier when I opened up that link. It opened up in Internet Explorer. Another example I gave you was Photos. So if I go ahead and click on a photo, it will open up in the Photos app. And as you can see, we have a variety of other default apps as well. But what happens if you want to change the default app? For instance, what happens if I want to change the web browser from Internet Explorer to something else? All I have to do is click on the actual default app I want to change, in this case Internet Explorer, and it asks me to choose an app to replace it with. In this case, I currently have Chrome installed on my PC, Internet Explorer, or I can look for another app in the actual Windows Store. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select Google Chrome. And as you can see now, the Chrome icon is currently under where it says Default Web Browser. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my desktop. And if you want a keyboard shortcut on how to do that, the Windows key and D will bring you back actually to your desktop. And as you can see previously, when I clicked on the link, this link right here, it opened it up in Internet Explorer. Well, I'm going to go ahead and minimize the Internet Explorer window. And I'm going to go ahead once again and click on this link. And as you can see, the link is currently opening up in Google Chrome. So here's Chrome. Here's Internet Explorer. And this all happened because I changed the default Internet Browser app. Again, there are a variety of default apps you can change. And once again, to do this, simply go ahead and go to Settings in the Charms bar. Go to Change PC Settings. Go to Search and Apps. Go to Defaults. And that's how you change the actual default apps in Windows 8.